Can you sing us a song off your tape?
No, I better not.
Yes, do it, Dad. Do
I'm not
it.
ready to go to Nashville.
Dad, do it.
Just one line from
If
a
I
song.
did,
Do it,
and
Dad.
somebody saw this tape, I might go straight to Nashville, and I'd have to leave the family and hit the road.
Just one line.
So,
Do it, Dad.
Tell us your favorite song on the tape.
straight now.
Dad, do it. Do it, Dad.
There's a little girl in our neighborhood. Her name is Charlotte Johnson. I got them low down St. Valentine's Day blues. Cause I ain't got no money to spend. It's so bad, I'm getting so desperate. I can't buy you no M&M's. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Here's the mama of them all, a real rapping chick. You wouldn't know she's had 5. She looks so slick.
That's enough. Thank you.
I sing.
Hey, awesome singing, Randy. We got Gracie, Emily, Ruby, and Violet here, the 4 newest members of the Bearden family. And with being the newest, we really haven't gotten a great chance to get to know you that well. So let's hear from those who have known you the longest.
Okay, a funny video about Randy Bearden.
What am I gonna do for Randy Bearden's birthday? I don't know about this.
I've been thinking back over the years that you've been in the family and some great things have happened.
Aaron called up and said he wanted a funny story, a short funny story. Of course, I can't say anything short.
I want to tell a story about when we were graduated from high school.
I've gotten too old and I can't remember any funny stories. Well, I remember one funny story, but I think it might embarrass you, so I'm not going to tell it. You're welcome.
Man, I was thinking about a few years ago when we went for a spin in a Webbit, and I was so upset. I got out of the car, I looked at the devastation to my new car, and you just coldly looked around and said, well, we went off the road over here, and we did a little spin here, we knocked over a few posts here, but we'll be okay. And my heart was down in my throat, and I was about to die. So I was glad you were strong for me there, Randy. Appreciate it.
It's been a real pleasure working with you these last 4 years, and well, we've become good friends, and it's just a blessing to be able to work with a good friend like you. Thought it'd be kind of nice for me to put together a couple of photos, a little video of some of the projects we've done over the years, and really just mostly the most recent ones, and even some pictures of your home remodeling project. I just think it's, to me, it's a showcase of what we do at Randy Bearden Construction Specialists. And, well, you know, maybe even we want to put it on the website. I don't know. You make the call on that. So, again, happy birthday, and I hope you like the video.
I remember one time you nearly burned up the garage out in the country at Frisco. Remember that? So I'm glad you're getting a fireman in the family.
We were playing golf. I was playing pretty good that day, and he wasn't playing all that great, and so we got on some long par 4, and I hit like the best drive I had ever hit in my life. And Randy was known to be a little tight back in those days, so he steps up and hits a really good drive, but I'm thinking there's no way it went past mine since that was the best drive I've ever hit in my life. So I've been out driving him all day as usual. And anyway, we went down there and Randy's ball was like 3 feet further than my ball. And if I hadn't have said, Randy, I'll give you $20 if you outdrive me, he would have been 20 yards behind me. But since I said, I'll give you $20, he was 2.5 feet ahead of me. So I thought that was a pretty funny story. It wasn't very funny at the time because I had to pay up.
We went out and played. We got through with 18 holes, and we both agreed it was not enough, so we checked in the cart,
got another one, and off we went for 36 holes. After 36, then came in for lunch and decided that wasn't quite enough, so checked in our cart and we got another 18 and we played 54. After 54, we both looked at each other and we weren't quite done, so we checked in the cart and got another 18 and finished with 72, which was a great day. Maybe it wasn't the best golf, but it was a lot of golf.
Probably the funniest story is, oh, wait a second. Oh, look at that. Found a golf ball.
Oh, it's a golf ball.
Wait. Found another golf ball. This one even says Nissan on it, Danny.
It's 3. It's 4 golf.
It was almost like it was a jungle adventure. He'd go in the jungle and find his golf balls.
Oh, it's the Holy Grail.
On a nest of them. Look at there.
Oh, bucket of golf balls. Reminds me of the first time we played. I hit a perfectly good drive. Randy kind of started good, but ended up in the swamp, the trees, the bush, the creek. Randy, like the good golf ball retriever he is, he went right in after his golf ball. Well, we didn't see him again until he was on the green getting ready to go to the second tee. But Randy, like the good golf ball retriever it is, came out of that creek with 37 golf balls.
Randy cared more about finding golf balls than he did playing golf.
Between the first tee that day and the 18th green, Randy collected 109 golf balls. And that's exactly what's in this bucket, 109 golf balls. I keep those to remember my brother-in-law. When I go into the garage and fondle my golf clubs, I think fondly of Mr. Randy Bearden, the best golf ball retriever in the world.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, RB.
Love you. We miss you. Can't wait to tee it up with you again real soon.
Those were some awesome stories. Emily, Emily! Oh, Emily.
Look what I found. So Danny said Randy's swing was terrible, but let's check in with the real expert and see what he thinks.
Hi, and welcome into Studio A. I'm Morning Drive lead golf analyst Charlie Reimer, and I've been tasked with trying to break down this golf swing. Let's not roll this yet because I've got a few things that I need to point out. First off, our lead producer, Aaron Bearden, submitted this swing. Clearly, we're on 18 at TPC Sawgrass. A few things I noticed even before whoever this is starts to swing. Clearly, this is somebody that's pretty old because look at these legs. I mean, I don't even know. I mean, those are more like out-of-bounds stakes than legs. And honestly, if I had those legs, I'd probably sue for non-support. And the other thing is this old person, they're not playing the right tees because with this setup and this weak-ass grip, excuse me for saying that, but it really is a weak-ass grip, they ought to be at least one, maybe two more tees up ahead. And the other thing is look how, I mean, maybe it's somebody's their first time on the golf course because their setup is just absolutely horrible. I mean, I can see the lead leg right in there behind the right knee. And, I mean, that's pretty pathetic right here. Again, I went over the grip. It's horrible. But let's go ahead and roll it and see what else we pick up on. Oh, my gosh. Was this slow-mo or was it real speed? I think that was actually real speed. So, you know, this person, whoever it is, they're a little bit outside. They're over the top. Very horrible footwork. This golf swing, the only thing that's really going to help this golf swing, I'm going to be honest with you, is I'm going to say tequila and maybe a chiropractor. Good luck and happy birthday, Randy. Keep after it. Your golf game's not going to be any better with this swing, but playing bad golf doesn't mean you're a bad person. Always remember that.
Wow, Charlie was tough.
Hey, but Randy, if you love it, you just stick with it.
Speaking of love, let's talk about some things Randy loves, like golf, God, and his family.
Oh yeah, how did his family even start? Beverly?
Randy, the first time I knew that you existed would have been my freshman year at A&M. Kathy had gone to a lay renewal retreat.
It was a nice event, and one of the people I met was a cute little freshman named Randy Bearden. And as I'm introduced to Randy Bearden, I have a very distinct feeling, impression, thought, and that was Beverly. So when I got back to College Station on Sunday, I went over to her apartment and I just went up and I said,
well, I just met the guy that you ought to marry.
And his name is Randy Bearden. Well, the wrinkle in the story is Beverly was engaged at that time to another man. So I don't think she was very impressed with my little thought.
I didn't pay that much attention to her comment. But a few months later,
she did get unengaged.
And I met you at an LTC, a leadership training conference event that we went to with the BSU. And I remember spending a lot of time talking with you that weekend and was very interested in getting to know you better. So as it turned out, we dated for the next 3.5 years. And over that time, I saw a lot of qualities in you that I very much appreciated. First of all, you really loved God and were pursuing a relationship with Him. You were a good leader, a hard worker, and a man of integrity. And I appreciated all those qualities about you. So here we are today, celebrating your 60th birthday. And I can honestly say, after being married to you for over 37 years now, and seeing God's blessing on us all these years with 7 awesome kids and 2 beautiful daughter-in-laws and 2 perfect granddaughters. And I can honestly say, watching you through the good times and the bad times, that you still have all those qualities, and even more so. You still love God and are pursuing Him. You have worked very hard and very selflessly all these years to provide for a family of 9, and you've done it very well. And you're a man of integrity, and therefore you have created a good name for yourself. So I'm very proud of you, and I love you, and I want to say happy birthday. So next, you're going to get to hear from all 7 of the kids as they share a favorite memory that they have with you. But before we do that, I would like for you to sit back and relax, and let's enjoy this commercial break from everyone's favorite home builder, Randy Bearden, Contractors.
Somebody would build me a new house. Excuse me, ma'am. I couldn't help but hear what you were saying about a new house. I'd like to introduce myself. Randy Bearden, Contractors. I'd sure like to build you a house. Would you? Could you? How do I pay for it? Leave it to me. If I got the baker for you, and his name is Landon McLean. Here, let me call him for you. It's all worked out, ma'am. Don't forget. And don't forget, I'm Randy Bearden, Contractors. Well, don't you know? It's Randy Bearden, Contractor. That's right. I'm Randy Bearden, Contractors.
I'm sold. I'm hiring Randy Bearden, Contractors.
I already have, but his business isn't his only legacy. He has 7 beautiful kids.
So let's find out what he's taught them over the years.
It feels impossible to pick just one thing that I could say would be the most important lesson that I've learned from Dad.
Taught me how to throw a baseball, taught me how to swing a hammer. But I think one lesson that was very important is that he taught me how to consistently be a man of your word.
The biggest thing I've learned from Dad over the years is the importance of your name and a good reputation.
He's steady in his support, in his words and his love, and I've learned how to work hard by his example. I have a very specific memory of being really little one night and running into Mom and Dad's bedroom because I was scared, and Dad just holding me and telling me that when he gets scared and when he has fears, he pictures God picking him up and holding him in his lap and just being there with him, and that always took away his fears, and that's something that I've kept with me ever since then.
One of the biggest lessons I've learned from Dad is the importance of treating other people with respect and loving them the way God wants us to love other people.
One of the first things that comes to my mind is Psalms 1. Growing up, my dad helped me memorize this chapter, and it has stuck with me until today. One verse in particular that is true of my dad's life states, "But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night."
Just seeing Dad pursue God consistently in his word all throughout growing up, early mornings, seeing him in the Bible, digging deep.
By the way he lives his life, he's given me the perfect example of how to be someone who lives out what they say, who doesn't give up or look for an easy way out, but remains grounded in truth and does what is right, even when things get hard.
Growing up and watching Dad, even like when he interacted with people, even if he didn't agree with them or believe the same way that they believed, he would still love them, treat them with respect, and not talk bad about them or disrespect them in any way. He always just loved them how they needed to be loved.
Thank you for always being there for me and for all of us. Thank you for being at every baseball game.
Thank you for being consistent my whole life. I want to thank you for leading us and serving the Lord.
Thank you for breakfast in bed at every birthday growing up.
Ready? Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday,
dear Aaron. Happy birthday to you.
I want to thank you for loving us.
Christopher, you are a very special boy. I'm so glad you came along to be in our family. I love you, Dad.
I'm so thankful that he not only taught me these things from an early age, but lived them out in his own life and was a great example for all of us.
Randy Bearden is one of the best guys I know. Two instructions now.
Love you, Dad.
That was some really awesome stories. We married into a really amazing family.
We did. Happy birthday, Randy. We love you.
Happy birthday, Coach.
When do we start talking?
I'm not used to doing this. Okay.
Randy bit.
It feels impossible to pick just one
important lesson.
Wait, I thought I was gonna say.
So thank you, Dad, for always.
One of the biggest lessons.
So got it.
I'm making a video. Hang on.
Yes, for my Atlanta.
Classes or no classes?
Just do whatever you want.
Honey, you like to communicate. I'm just communicating with you.
So, that's it.
I'm thankful, grateful, and all that stuff. It's time to end. I think we've all had enough.